You have to clear and hold and keep the enemy out of the people. And I do believe, by the way, that Hamas is the equivalent of the Islamic State. This is an irreconcilable extremist group that I believe does need to be destroyed. But how you do that matters a great deal. And I would welcome seeing a commitment that we are going to make your lives better, civilians in Gaza. The way we're going to do that is we're going to clear the enemy out of your neighborhoods. We're then going to seal off those neighborhoods and give you biometric ID cards. We're going to flood them full of humanitarian assistance. We're going to restore basic services, and we're going to aggressively rebuild all the damage that has been done in the course of this particular war. But the latter two elements of this are lacking. And so they have had to go back into Al-Shifa Hospital, which I felt they should have held on to in the first place, and turned it into a great medical center to take care of the people.
That was it. So northern Gaza would be
an
exact example of where they could have been.
Exactly. I've had conversations with members of the War Cabinet, and I've suggested, for example, just wall off the upper third, just to start there. Have 3 entry control points, again, biometric ID cards, clear that north really carefully, and then keep Hamas out of that area. And again, flood it with humanitarian assistance, restoration of basic services, and all the rest of that, and then show the people what it could be like. Again, they're not going to embrace the Israeli Defense Forces, but at least they shouldn't be actively opposed to them. But without that hold and then build phase and a public commitment to make life better for them, and to ensure that Hamas not only will be ineffective as a combat force, but cannot reconstitute. The military definition of destroy means to render the enemy incapable of accomplishing his mission without reconstitution. You have to focus on that without reconstitution. And during the surge in Iraq, and really for the 3.5 subsequent years, we drove violence down by nearly 90% during the surge, and then it continued to go down farther even as we were withdrawing, which showed the validity, if you will, of what it was that we were pursuing. And that, I believe, is what the model should be in this case. But as I noted, even the Israeli Defense Force Chief of Staff has pretty serious reservations about the lack of these latter components and what is the future? What do they envision? It would be ideal if there was a Palestinian government in a box that could come over from the West Bank and immediately take over. That just is not in the cards. It does not appear that there is a force in the region that is willing to go in until it has been stabilized and secured. This is very resource intensive. It's very challenging. We don't, I think foolishly in a way, don't want them to administer it, but I don't see an alternative.